The first American martyr, Dr. Joseph Warren at Bunker Hill. On June 17, 1775, during the Battle of Bunker Hill, Dr. Joseph Warren, a prominent leader of the Sons of Liberty, became the first American martyr of the Revolutionary War. Despite having no formal military training, Warren fought alongside colonial troops against the British. His death galvanized the colonial cause, and his body was identified through early dental forensics by Paul Revere. This battle, though a tactical victory for the British, proved that the American forces could stand up to the might of the British Army, boosting morale and support for the revolutionary cause. WashingtonPost.com. 2. The Whaleboat War, Guerrilla Tactics on the Water. Following the British victory at the Battle of Long Island in 1776, American privateers employed whaleboats, small, fast-rowing vessels, to launch surprise attacks on British shipping in New York Bay and Long Island Sound. These daring raids disrupted British supply lines and provided much-needed resources to the American cause. The Whaleboat War exemplifies the innovative and resourceful strategies employed by the colonists during the Revolutionary War. en.wikipedia.org. 3. The Dakota War of 1862, a tragic conflict. The Dakota War of 1862, also known as the Sioux Uprising, was a conflict between the United States and the Dakota people in Minnesota. Tensions had been rising due to broken treaties and food shortages. In August 1862, the Dakota launched attacks on settlements, resulting in over 500 white settlers' deaths. The U.S. responded with military force, leading to the largest mass execution in American history when 38 Dakota men were hanged in Mankato, Minnesota. This event marked a dark chapter in U.S. history and highlighted the devastating consequences of broken promises and forced displacement of Native American communities. en.wikipedia.org. 4. Cathay Williams, the first African-American woman soldier. In 1866, Cathay Williams became the first African-American woman to enlist in the U.S. Army, disguising herself as a man under the name William Cathay. Serving with the Buffalo Soldiers of the 38th Infantry, Williams endured the hardships of military life on the frontier. Her service remained a secret until her discharge, and she received no pension or recognition during her lifetime. Her story remained largely untold until recent years, shedding light on the often overlooked contributions of women and African Americans in military history. BackinTimeToday.com. 5. The Doolittle Raid, a bold strike with far-reaching consequences. On April 18, 1942, Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle led a daring air raid on Tokyo, Japan, using B-25 bombers launched from the aircraft carrier USS Hornet. The raid was a response to the attack on Pearl Harbor and aimed to boost American morale. While the physical damage was minimal, the psychological impact on Japan was profound. In retaliation, the Japanese military launched brutal campaigns against Chinese civilians who had assisted the American airmen, resulting in widespread atrocities. The Doolittle Raid exemplifies the complexities and unintended consequences of warfare. Top10Chronicle.com. 6. The Barbary Wars, America's first overseas conflicts. In the early 19th century, the United States engaged in the Barbary Wars against the Barbary states of North Africa, primarily over issues of piracy and tribute. The First Barbary War, 1801 to 1805, saw the U.S. Navy confront the pirates of Tripoli, marking America's first military engagements on foreign soil. The conflict led to the establishment of the U.S. Navy's reputation and demonstrated the nation's willingness to defend its interests abroad. en.wikipedia.org. +1. en.wikipedia.org. +1. en.wikipedia.org. +1. en.wikipedia.org. +1. 7. Samuel Whitmore, the oldest Revolutionary soldier. At the age of 80, Samuel Whitmore became the oldest known combatant in the Revolutionary War. On April 19, 1775, during the Battle of Lexington and Concord, Whitmore, armed with a musket, sword, and pistols, ambushed a British patrol. He killed 3 soldiers before being shot, bayonet, and left for dead. Remarkably, He survived and lived to the age of 98. His story became a symbol of determination and resilience. History Anecdote Test4Teachers.com. 8. The Angel's Glow, a Civil War Mystery. During the Battle of Shiloh in 1862, soldiers noticed that some of their wounds glowed in the dark. This phenomenon, known as Angel's Glow, was later explained by the presence of bioluminescent bacteria, Photorhabdus luminescens, which thrived in the cool, damp conditions of the soldiers' injuries. The bacteria produced a natural antibiotic, aiding in the healing process and reducing infection rates among affected soldiers. This discovery highlighted the unexpected intersections of biology and medicine during wartime. CultivatedKnowledge.com. 9. The Congreve Rockets, inspiration for a national anthem. During the War of 1812, the British used Congreve rockets, large, incendiary missiles, to bombard Fort McHenry in Baltimore. The sight of these rockets lighting up the night sky inspired Francis Scott Key to pen the words to the Star-Spangled Banner, which would later become the national anthem of the United States. The rockets' red glare became a symbol of American resilience and endurance. Listverse.com. 10. Hugh Mercer, a hero's sacrifice. General Hugh Mercer, a close friend of George Washington, played a pivotal role in the Battle of Princeton during the Revolutionary War. Leading a vanguard of 350 soldiers, Mercer encountered British forces and was surrounded. Mistaken for Washington, he was bayoneted 7 times and left for dead. Despite his severe injuries, he survived and continued to inspire American troops with his bravery and sacrifice.